Hello YouTubers, this video is intended to show you how to install, code and compile using code blocks. So obviously for the beginning we need to download code blocks and a compiler. Open your preferred browser, search code blocks. Don't worry, I'll be providing a direct link in the description. Yet, go to downloads here. Here the binary release, and then the latest version is CodeBlock 17.12. Just hit on the sourceforge.net. It'll redirect you to another link. I'll be providing this link in the description. This will start the downloading automatically. Just click download in your preferred directory. Well, that's it. And then you need a compiler. Only code blocks alone cannot just be used for coding. As you know, we need to compile the code, and Windows unfortunately doesn't have any default compiler. Hence we'll be downloading TDMGCC. It's one of the compilers available in many of which there are many options actually. Microsoft Visual Studio Coding, etc. actually, but it's fine. I recommend you to go with this one. There's no harm. Just click download. This link as well will be provided in the description. It will start the downloading automatically as usual. Prefer your directory and the downloading will begin. But I'm gonna skip. That's it. It's gonna download. I'm gonna skip this downloading part actually. And once the downloading is done, the video will resume. Well, as you can see, the downloading is completed and both the files are present over here. First, always install the compiler and then the code blocks. You'll understand the reason very soon. Double click on this thing, click on create. It's gonna download just a bit of files, and whichever bit of operating system you use, select the one. I'm using 64, so this one. Next, I just hit next again. Prefer your directory wherever you want it. I want it to the default location, so let be proceeded further. Yes, well, I'm having this dialog box because I have already installed my TDM GCC compiler, so it's asking me. So I'm just gonna go with yes. Well, the mirror is going to be SourceForge default. So just again next. Well, the type of installation it's gonna ask you. Well, the recommended will do. It's only for C and C++, but I want to install all the packages. Well, you can prefer either of the option. That's fine. But I'm gonna install both of it actually. I actually all the packages. Just click install. So installation is going to take a bit of time, and it's going to download a couple of files as I've asked it to download a couple of more files. So I'm going to skip this installation part, and then again when it's done I'm going to come back. Well, that's it. The dialog box will fill up. It's going to install, and we'll be back. As you can see, the installation is completed along with downloading, and now you'll have to just click next. It's gonna ask you whether if you want to read this file. Actually, I don't need it, neither will you. Just click finish, and that's it. The installation is done of the compiler. Now install code blocks, whichever version you want, the one which is downloaded, of course. Just click next again. I agree. Next, next, install. That's it. It's just gonna take a while, maybe a couple of moments, and that's it. The code blocks will be installed. And once it's installed, the reason we install the compiler before code blocks is it'll ask you to select a compiler. Just a dialog box will appear now in a couple of moments now. Do you want to run code blocks? Yes, of course I want to. And next, finish over here. Now a dialog box will appear. Just a moment. And now it's going to ask you which compiler. If you had not installed the compiler before, it would have not been actually detected, of course, and it would cause you further problems because afterwards when you install it, Even though you select the compiler, every time you'll have to open this code, this dialog box using CB Launcher, which is in the install directory, which is quite a bit of task, and we don't want to, get into trouble in here every time this dialog box. It's quite a bit boring. So install compiler before code blocks and just select it and set it default. And as I told you, there are many compilers over here. You can see the names when you select one. That's it, and okay, once it's selected as default, and then there we go. Just no, leave everything as it is, just select this option. Okay, and now when you click uh, this part, there's going to be a new file, or and you can actually take it as project class anything. I'm just gonna show an empty file. That's it, and control plus S for to save the file, or the icon over here to save the file, or save everything. Just you can say whatever you want to, and just name something whatever you want to, and just click save, and that's it. Before you code, just save the file. Yeah, I'm going to write a simple code just to show how it executes. I'm going to actually skip this part where I write the code because I don't want to bore you guys. Once the code is written, I'm going to continue. Okay, as you can see, the code is written. Now this icon over here builds, which is nothing but compiles the program written, which is not, this is a C program which is written over here. This icon over here runs the compiled program, and this icon over here compiles and runs the program. Now I'm going to compile and run the program. That's it. The program is going to be run. Look at this. That's how you run a simple C program or even a complex C program, whichever C program or a C++ program using code blocks. Because the channel you are viewing is Quans EDU. If you like this video, show your like, comment, and subscribe, and do support us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Do support us. Thank you.